Alright, real quick. Hello. Halito Asio. I got a quick message. I'm gonna try and make it real quick. But I was just on this Instagram post and somebody had posted they had said you guys claiming to be Indians but you're celebrating Thanksgiving. Right? And so that's another cheap shot that a lot of our own people be saying, they say things like that, or go get a DNA test, or you guys are hating yourselves, or like they say a whole lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just sitting up here, just lying for no reason. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm about to make the title. I want to make the title of this video. I'm gonna put so-called. You know what I'm saying? Because black is just a crayon color. But I'm gonna say so-called black Americans against black Americans, because what it is you got our own people that's beefing with their own people, our own people, like it always been. You know what I'm saying? So you got that side, you got that Pan-Africanism side, and then you have the side that's, I'm American Indian. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no African in me, or whatever. And I'm gonna tell you what my take on this, and I'm gonna tell you the issue with this and my take on it. All right. So one thing is, I don't see people that's claiming, or I don't see people that's American Indian, such as myself. I don't see like somebody like me getting mad at somebody else, or going on their posts and talking a bunch of bullcrap about somebody saying that they're African American, or somebody claiming that they're African. I have nothing against that. Like if that's what you believe, that's what you believe. You know what I'm saying? That's all I have to say. And the DNA testing, stuff like that, people, the first thing they say is go DNA test. Do you guys fuck? It's 2000 and almost like 26. Literally, the DNA companies had told you guys that the shit is fraud. Literally, there's people that had taken the animal DNA just to fuck around with it, and they get back, oh, you're Nigerian, this and that. How can you be fucking Nigerian? Well, Nigeria is a new country, for one. And there's multiple ethnic groups in Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. Two, DNA test was actually made to keep our people sleep, and to confuse our people. And I can't blame everybody, you know what I'm saying, for falling for the bait, because a lot of people, their ancestors just didn't pass down knowledge. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that I know, I gained knowledge over the years, but a lot of stuff that I know is because it was passed down in my family. You know what I'm saying? But you have to think about the same people that know that slavery wouldn't existed, and slavery existed, and prisoners of war, etc. These same people that had the same history, they want to turn around, fast forward, and act like during them times we wasn't killed for talking our languages. They act like we wasn't killed for passing down knowledge, and you know what I'm saying, having our traditional clothes, everything. You know what I'm saying? And it does, and that goes for anybody. That goes for if you really have, like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of African blood. I don't know where part Africa, you know what I'm saying? Okay, guess what? Guess what? And African slaves, they come here, you know what I'm saying? But the numbers are very exaggerated, you know what I'm saying? The Atlantic Ocean, you have to read about the Atlantic Ocean, even the Navy SEALs, Navy, to talk about that's one of the most dangerous oceans in the world. To have those boats and stuff that come over here, fuck no. Hurricanes form in the ocean. You get the Bermuda Triangle, you got like so many different things. So you're telling me that a group of people that really haven't sold the world that much did all these things? Cap, you guys, you keep giving your oppressors the fucking, y'all praising your oppressors, don't even fucking know it. Y'all making y'all oppressors seem like they did this and that at great lengths. Stop it, man. A lot of things did happen, but it not like that, man. Plus, if you was doing that shit, you would lose a lot of fucking money. Why would you go to another continent to do all that bullshit? Take months to get back here. Mind you, they haven't found no boats, but they can find a Titanic. Why would you do all that when you can just go to the mainland and enslave and kidnap us here? You know what I'm saying? And it's documented about the triangular trade. You know what I'm saying? That was the trade between the mainland of America, the Caribbean, and to Europe. That's factual information. You can look at that. You can look at the people. Columbus said that he saw dark-skinned people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these explorers, if you read what the fuck they said the same dark-skinned people, all shades though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We raised from light. You know what I'm saying? Like brown. You know what I'm saying? Reddish brown, dark brown. You know what I'm saying? We got all different kinds of shades and colors up here in the Americas and even Africa. You know what I'm saying? That's the same when they came over here. They literally describe people to us to a T. Some people had tattoos, some people had jewelry. You can see this on the wall too, the Mayan ruins. You see that. You see they describe people with locks. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, locks, afro textured hair, curly hair, wavy hair, straight hair. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's not. So when we talk about our history, people like to say little things and act like we're hating our own. No, fuck no. I don't give a fuck who you are. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who you are. You know what I'm saying? But it's just it seems. But man, that's because I know a lot of shit, man. I know I don't have religion, but I know in the Hebrew text talks about how people they're gonna hate on us, and how we're not gonna speak our languages, and go to slavery, and how foreigners gonna come over here in our land and rise above us, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You see that stuff happening today. But these same people, they won't do their research and realize that we wasn't called African Americans until 1988, Jesse Jackson. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, other groups of people, they know that so-called Black Americans, they know that this is our land. They know that we are the real people up here. And it's just like if you go anywhere else in the planet, you're going to see other people like us. It doesn't matter where you go to. And people like to say, well, everyone's African. In that theory, if you're saying that we're all African still, you have to say that so-called white people and fucking Siberian Native Americans, you have to say that they're African too. You have to. And I don't see these guys going up to them and arguing, oh, you're African too. You know what I'm saying? White people, you guys are African. Asian people, you guys are African also. You don't hear people arguing like that, do you? But when it comes to us, the first thing to say, oh, you niggas are African. You guys are African. You guys hate being African. You got like, come on, man. You guys are so I don't know what. Some people chosen, some people not. Some people will wake up, others they will not. But it's a spell. You know what I'm saying? It's just a spell, and they don't know because they grew up. And by the time, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people grew up, they already had that Pan-Africanism going on. So they was already growing up in the Matrix, you know what I'm saying? They can't escape their mind out of the Matrix. And these same people want to talk about, the same people that want to hate on you, guess what? They brought like religion on to us so we can figure out our identity. That's number one. Number two is you guys celebrate 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? And actually 4th of July is actually, they say it's like, so-called white people's holiday, but I actually look further to that, and it's actually not. But we're not going to go there. It's another conversation for another day. Juneteenth, heavily Pan-Africanism. Juneteenth even sounds like somebody can't even talk. But Juneteenth actually was from one of my tribes, Seminole tribe. You know what I'm saying? Texas, all the information, Galveston, all that stuff. You get a lot of history. And when I say Seminole, my grandfather, he was he's still living today. He's half Seminole. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather. And so you guys don't say Cherokee this, Cherokee that. Okay, cool. If you want to get past that, the real name is Añanawa. So Cherokee is one of the fake nations. We identify as that now. You know what I'm saying? Like just generations. Just like how we identify as saying black. Right? We're not fucking black. You see my skin, it's not fucking black. But that became identification. Just like Cherokee. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, a lot of people, they used to be hating on American Indian people. And a lot of times it be other American Indian people, they just don't know that they're American Indian. They want to hate on us for knowing who the fuck we are. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to back down. We're not going to set no fraudulent DNA test. Why would we go against our ancestors following our enemy? Why would we follow our enemy? See, that's how I know you guys are fucking weak. Because real American Indian warriors and shit like that in our bloodline, we're not going to follow any of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We're not. We're not. And that's why they call us wild Indians, because they know that we don't fucking conform, nigga. We fucking adapt, nigga. We grow our own fruits and vegetables. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem now. We got off code. Grow our own shit. Own businesses. You know what I'm saying? Get back to nature. You know what I'm saying? They hate on us, you know what I'm saying, so bad that even they don't want to pick up a book. They don't read books. Uh, they just see people on the internet waking up and they're mad because they can't find the shit or they don't want to look at it or they've been so indoctrinated. Uh, what is the word called? Damn, what's that word called? I can't remember what that word is called, but basically it's when people cognitive distances. That's what they have. That's what they have because they was programmed to believe all this time that they was African Americans, slaves, and that's all the history started off with was being slaves and being brought over here and got put in chains and this and that and stuff like that. A lot of people in your bloodline, you can look it up. The indentured servitudes was still another form of slavery. Um, a lot of us actually own cotton fields and we employed our own people. You can look that up too. And so why would you kill the people here just to go to a whole other continent and kidnap people and bring them here across the most dangerous ocean on the planet? Why? I want you guys. I want anybody to watch this video. Please, 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 please. I need this video. I need people to like, share, and subscribe because I really want to get down to this conversation because all I see is on the internet is a lot of self-hating African Americans. That's all I'm gonna say. And if you are, like I'm saying, if you do have African in your bloodline, that's not you want to say, hey, I'm this and that, hey, I'm Tutsi, I'm whatever. That is fine with me, but don't come attacking us because we know who we are. You know what I'm saying? We know that we hanging out over here. We know that we're Blackfoot, Catawba, Seminole. Some of you guys, a lot of people Choctaw. Like shout out to Duke Deuce. You know what I'm saying? Choctaw. Shout out to what's his name on the 85? DC Young Fly, he's Choctaw. You know what I'm saying? A lot of celebrities, man, they know the real history. Even the Michael Jackson, the Jackson family, they know their history. And I forgot I think they was Choctaw too, the Jackson family. In my side, my father's side half Gullah Geechee. And that's a problematic thing right there too. And that's another deep history because some people are Gullah Geechee, they really came from Africa, but a lot of us never did. A lot of us came from the Bahamas, you know what I'm saying, and was already there, you know what I'm saying, indigenous too, you know what I'm saying. That's why it's a problem. It's actually a problem like with a lot of people have Gullah Geechee bloodline because you hear people saying that they was African, then you hear people like my family was saying that we never came from Africa, you know what I'm saying. So it's just a lot, you know what I'm saying. But our American history is so complicated and it's so damaged and tarnished that our own people will go against their own people when it comes to the truth, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you really do have like them African stuff in your family, whatever, I do not have a problem with you. If you want to put on dashiki, I'll have a dashiki on before, you know what I'm saying? Hey, do what you want to do. Don't get upset if you see us with feathers in our hair, fringes, and actually with the Hebrew Bible. Actually, you want to talk about Egypt and Africa and shit like that. It talks about wearing fringes. Egypt is in America, it's colony, but we're not gonna go there because that's a whole nother conversation too. And look at the Mississippi River, what that really is, and the connections, the 7 streams, and how it aligns with the Bible, all that shit. All the names, Ohio, Kentucky, all these names down here, man. Tennessee, you got Memphis, Tennessee, Cairo, Tennessee, you got Egypt, Kentucky. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? And these same people, that's how you know these people they're done for. They want to screen DNA tests. We didn't fucking do DNA tests back in the day when it comes to our genetics. We don't fucking need that. And we never had to use that. But see, you guys get so programmed to a new system now that you follow your oppressor's way and don't even fucking know it. Now, what is the problem with me being an American Indian like myself? How is that bothering you? How is that bothering you? How is that bothering somebody across ocean Africa? How is that bothering them? Why is that bothering a Native American? Why? You're stealing our shit. No, you're not fucking us. There's a different thing between the American Indian and a fucking Native American. You can be a fucking native to fucking Los Angeles. That means your people stay in Los Angeles for a long fucking time. It don't mean that they're from there. That's what Native means. You just occupied a place for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And we have a whole lot of greatness. We have music. We have the whole culture in America. What the fuck y'all talking about? Everything. Inventions. You know what I'm saying? What else? What else? Plus, why you Native Americans, nomads, and I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, you guys living in tents and huts and shit like that. We had our own cities. Why you think they was destroying Black Wall Street, aka destroying so many of our towns and everything? Because we had all these towns. We were civilized. You know what I'm saying? Civilized, but we still was connected to nature. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and you guys was living in tents and shit like that. And that's just like over there in Ali Bookin, aka the real name of Africa. Since you guys want to be African American, why don't you call yourself Ali Bookin American? Do you hear Haitians and Jamaicans say, I'm an African Jamaican or I'm an African Haitian? No. And the same thing goes on with them too. A lot of people over here in America, it's always a beef between us who's African and who's indigenous. Because a lot of people that's in Jamaica are indigenous. A lot of people from Haiti are indigenous. Now, does that mean that African people didn't go over there? Fuck no. African people went over there too. You know what I'm saying? So you got the whole thing misconstrued. I don't give a fuck who you are. You know what I'm saying? It don't. But when it comes to the truth, it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. Just straight up. There's nothing else I can like really say. There's nothing else more I can really say. You know what I'm saying? That you guys literally just hating on other. You guys just hating on American Indian people just for being who they are. Literally hating on American Indian people for just being who we are. Like I said, if you want to wear dashiki and, you know, African clothing and this and that, that's fine. Go do that. But when it comes to us, American Indians, leave us the fuck alone. Get us out. Stop just putting our names and our title in your mouth. Everything. Just stop, because you don't understand your own culture. You don't understand our culture. We do have a culture. People like to take from us and strip us, saying that we don't have anything. Yes, the fuck we do. You don't know, man. The shit gets deep. It gets real deep. The hairstyles, the tattoos, to the jewelry we wear, to the walk we have, to the confidence we have. Everything, you know what I'm saying? And shout out, man. I want you guys, please, like, share, and subscribe. Yes, let's get this conversation rolling. Please do.